So the new tank for the Toyota Corolla, '03 Toyota Corolla is in. Got a really good deal on it. $225. It was the last one from Rock Auto. Made it here from Syracuse, New York. So the first thing I'm doing is just cleaning the tank down because I'm going to do a undercoating spray on it first. This is the tank, made in Taiwan, which is great. It's powder coated, galvanized, and I'm using vinegar and soap, Dawn soap, to get any of the grease off of here before I spray it. Just using one rag to just wipe it down, and then I'll use another rag to dry it off. Not gonna get too critical. It's pretty clean, as it is. But I definitely want to get these seams really nice because that's what usually goes. The other tank was rusty in the back here, I think. Then I'll use this other dry rag to really get off any of the extra, dry it off good. Also, I'm taping off the filler tube area so I don't get any undercoating on that either. So first, I'm just gonna get this top edge. Uh-oh. I should have taped this off. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Same with the other one. It's gonna take a while to dry. I might have to do the other side tomorrow. So I'm using the Duplicolor Professional Undercoat Sound Eliminator. Paintable, rubberized, corrosion proof, and quick dry. So we'll see how fast this dries. I might just hit the rest of the top of this. So what happened when I was working, I left my gas can in front of my vehicle. I was doing a lot of blower work. Totally forgot about it. Drove it over, just kept going. It's good I kept going for it because the motor was hot. And it came all the way through the back, and as far as I know, the damage that it's done is just on, this is the back of the gas tank. And I noticed it was rusty anyways when I was working on the wheel bearing. And the straps are rusted. We'll see what the real damage is once I pull that tank out. And hopefully I didn't cause any other horrible damage. So this is like a $400 deal right here now. All right, so the next thing I want to do, I loosened up my lug nuts for the rear tire, and I want to pry this seat up, and there's 2 clips in the front. I'm just going to use this pickle bar and take it out. They said it wasn't going to rain today, but it's Michigan. Let's see what's under this seat. I have not looked in here since I bought the car, and basically it was just 2 clips on either side. Let's see if we find a little money. Got some sunglasses right here. I'm gonna have to clean all this up. And we've got some money. Got glass from probably a broken window at one point. I got one of my pencils. We've got a fortune down here. And what is this what's that gonna say? You will be showered with good luck. I hope so. Whatever. So look over here. There's just a bunch of junk and some quarters and stuff like that. So I'm gonna clean all this up, and we'll be going into this, which is our fuel pump housing. Okay, so with the rear wheel on the driver's side removed, we're underneath here now, which is not very fun. We've got a heat shield right here. There's a few 10mm bolts that go to the strap. This strap is completely shot. I'm gonna save the rubber part of it. Here's another one, the other one coming down, but you can see this tank is pretty much cashed. I just pulled this right out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all shot. Here's all the damage. This is all rusty. It had to have been done. So I'm just gonna take my time. I might have to drop the exhaust even, and maybe I can do that just with the clips in the back. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I might be able to just drop this down a little bit and pull this heat shield out and pull the tank out. That's what I'm up against right at the moment. And here's the filler tube right here. So using this pry bar, I unhooked the rubber mounts on the hangers, well, the hangers for the muffler, and let's see what we have now. We've got plenty of clearance. That's all it really took. All right, cool. I'm happy about that. I hope that's good. We'll leave that heat shield on, and I'll take that other strap off. Let's see if we can pull it. So I got this cleaned up pretty good yesterday on the inside of the car here, and found $2 of change. Now I gotta first I gotta undo this, I guess, or something. This is where the fuel pump is. I'm gonna pry this cover off. It's got like a sealant around there, so I'm gonna work on that. So just take your time and pry this off. I use this blade right here. I guess some of these have these are all the connectors I gotta take off, and then take these screws out around here for this whole thing to come out. So I used a hand pump siphon and a gas tank. Try to get out as much as I can out of there. It's pretty empty. There's going to be some coming out though. The inside of the tank looks nice. So there was one more 10mm bolt for that heat shield. I got that out. And I got the heat shield out too. I got the straps out of the way. I've loosened up the filler tube, and that's pretty much holding it on, along with the gas vent recirculation system. We'll see how that comes out when I get it down. It's ready. I'm ready to pull that tube and drain it into this bucket. Get as much as I can in there. So I got what I could out of the filler tube area. And now the original leaking area is doing pretty good. I'll get the rest of this out of here. This tank is really bad though. Wait till I get it out of here. It's so good that I've did this in a way. You know, well, I sold a piece of artwork that actually paid for this job. It's been a long time since I sold any artwork. So this is what the job scene looks like. Just got the rear tire off, jacked up. Back seat is out. We got the muffler just hanging down. That's all you gotta do is pop those two at the end, those rubber mounts. I've still got quite a bit of gas coming out of there. I'm just gonna let it drip for the night, I think. I got a little wood block holding it down at an angle in there. Okay, so my jack stand was in the way, so put the lift back in, and this is what we've got left hooked up. This is hooked to this little clip right here. If they undo that correctly, it just pries apart, like these split, and that comes out. And then this hose is hooked up to that, and this was interesting to get loose. It was like I just had to put a screwdriver in here and push these wings out, and then it finally came off. I took it out like that, so I just got to move a couple more things and it's out. All right, the old tank is out. It's a little rusty in there. Yeah, that gas is like not clean. And this is where, let's see, where was the damage? Damage was right here. This is all rusted. Now we got to deal with this. I don't know how this thing might be cached. Here we go. I'm gonna start spraying it right now. I like to use this Deep Creep by Seafoam. Yeah, that tank's pretty bad. I'm gonna throw some cat litter in there. It's really rusty inside. All right, so I'm gonna start reducing the threat of an empty gas tank. Put some water in here. Empty gas tank is more explosive than a full one. So this is the old tank. It's not a fire hazard anymore. I was ready to toss it out, but I'll need a few pieces off of it, like this plastic right here. And I pulled all these little pads off and put it on the other one. So this is the rollover valve, or the overflow valve. I broke this piece off and repaired it with JB Weld for now, and we'll see what happens. I did that by taking this off the other tank. I'm just going to put this back together the way it is for now, and this just pretty much slips in like this and it turns to lock. So we'll use a little bit of dielectric grease to help this go in. It's a real tight fit. These are the pads I put on. I just used some gasket adhesive that's gas resistant and stuff. Those are on pretty good. I might put a little bit more underneath, but getting ready to put this in. This appears to be holding pretty good. We got that together. I'll set this on here, put this on. I don't know how that will. It might rattle around a lot or something when I'm driving. That's the only problem. Okay, so this line goes to where the fuel pump's going to be, and then this line, they're connected together. This line pushes onto the front of the tank right here. make sure you really get those clips over that little bump that's on the stem here. I think it's on there. Make sure both sides are clipped in. So I got this clip off the old gas tank and it goes onto here. It's to hold a couple of these lines. I broke that little clip right there, but there's, I don't know. These plastic parts break easy. Okay, some final notes. The tank is installed and it took some adjusting. I don't know if you can see very well under here, but I found putting the first strap on was best on the passenger side, and then you leave it a little loose so you can move it around and get the fill up tube hooked up nice and tight, and then final on this last strap. You might have to loosen up that, and then to give you a little extra for getting that one bolted in. I cross threaded that hole and I had to re-tap it and put a new bolt in. So there we go, everything's hooked up. And I just have to put the heat shield back on, and then I'm gonna fix that heat shield right there above the muffler, and then put the muffler back on and rotate the tires, and I'm done. All right, so I put 3 gallons of gas in, and it just gets to the point where it takes the low fuel light off. So 3 gallons of gas when the low fuel light just starts to come on.